Hey, it's Mike with Tech BB, and today let's talk about, I think this is actually the first non-68 caliber review I've done so far, I think. So we'll do the review on the Kingman Chaser, and we'll talk a little bit about the Kingman Eraser. Now, in terms of traditional paintball, okay, which is basically what I play every single weekend, do these guns have a useful purpose out there on the traditional paintball field? Not really, okay. You know, do I think this is a really cool little gadget to have for maybe playing around in the backyard? Maybe father and son want to play some, you know, cops and robbers. Maybe if you're interested in teaching some of your young ones about gun safety, like real gun safety and stuff like that. Yeah, this actually, you know, I think this is a really cool thing to have. These markers, you've got two different ones. You've got the Chaser, which is a composite slide and a composite frame, and also you have the Eraser, which I believe is all aluminum. And I think there's just a couple $1 price difference between the two, and in terms of weight, I don't think there's much that difference in weight. But we shot these around a little bit. I didn't actually use these on a real paintball field, but you know, shooting them around in the backyard and stuff like that, they actually shoot really well. I was actually kind of surprised. Now, these markers max out at about 250 feet per second. You can't get any higher than that. If you crank down the velocity adjuster in the front even higher, basically all that's going to happen is the gun's going to start to sputter, it's going to start to double feed, it's going to start to burp and stuff like that. Right around 250 feet per second is where these guns really like to shoot. In the box here, you get 2 CO2 cartridges, you also get a small container of paint, and you also get a little squeegee, which I'll give you a tip if you purchase one of these. The squeegee has an eye loop at the end of it, and what I recommend is if you do break paint in it, what works really well is take some terry cloth or maybe just an old piece of rag, just a little strip, put it through here, just a little thin strip of it, and when you run it through the gun, it's actually going to clean it that much better. Now, disassembling this gun, I'm not really going to waste too much time really disassembling this gun. There's a couple videos out there on the internet. If your gun shoots great, I don't recommend disassembling it, okay? Because these markers, there's a lot of stuff going on inside here. There's little springs and, you know, this isn't, you know, usually pistols I found to be more complicated than normal paintball guns, and this is definitely no different. There's like a slide spring in there, striker, stuff like that, but theoretically it basically works just like a normal spider. You've got a striker inside there, you've got a you've got a striker inside there, you've got a bolt. What I'll do is I'll show you probably mostly what you're going to be doing with the marker, which is taking the bolt out. It's very simple. It's got a little indexing back block here type thing. You just twist it and then out comes the bolt. So there's the bolt. That's probably 90% of the maintenance. That's all the maintenance you're ever going to have to do on this, is maybe pull the bolt out and put the squeegee through it. But, you know, other than that, what does it feel like to get shot with it? There's actually a video out there on the internet of Willie shooting me in the ass with it, which was kind of funny. We lost a game of paper, rock, scissors, Rochambeau. It actually doesn't hurt that bad. I'll show you how easy to put the CO2 cartridge in it. The CO2 adapter actually has a nice little pin that goes out through the top. I wish the old PGPs had something like that, but they don't have it. But it unscrews. You put a CO2 cartridge in it, and then, like I said, there's the little tap, or the little rod that comes out, helps you screw it in. Wait till it gets, you know, somewhat snug, and then tighten it really fast. There you go. Loading the rounds in is very easily, just like most paintball magazines. You slide it down, and it's got a little catch there, so you can just simply slide the paintballs down into the magazine. Now, actually, this paint from Kingman is pretty brittle. If you drop this paint on the ground, it's going to break. It's actually pretty brittle paint, which is good because 43 caliber or also 11 millimeter, most people are going to be shooting this, probably going to be younger kids and stuff like that, people that aren't really ready yet to feel the true weight of getting hit with a 68 caliber ball. But what we'll do is we've got a little target range set up here in my garage, and we'll put this in, and let's go ahead and get the chronograph. And as always, safety first. So we'll get and we'll turn this on. So that first shot was 239 feet per second. Second shot was 257, 253, 261. Now they claim up to about, I think they claim up to 80 shots per CO2 cartridge. So you're going to get a lot of range out of this. So 256 feet per second. So we're sitting right around at the gun's maximum, 250 feet per second. And to show you that, you know, these rounds don't really hurt that bad. I mean, you're going to sting a little bit when you get shot up close. Let's go ahead and take one. Okay. So we'll go ahead and zoom in on that. Okay, so you see, that's 2 point-blank shots from about 6 inches away or so. And, you know, as you can see there, you know, it's got a nice little red mark, but it's not that bad, you know. That wasn't, you know, an incredible amount of pain. Definitely a lot less than if I would have been shooting .68 caliber from that point. So, you know, would I recommend this as possibly, you know, a nice little father and son gift, you know, or maybe something for a little family outing? Maybe you got some land behind your house, and you got some friend, you know, some family and some friends that come over, and you guys want to go out and get a little bit of exercise. Absolutely, I would definitely invest in a chronograph like this. You can purchase a chronograph like this from any, you know, A&S Gear, Zephyr Paintball, Shop for Paintball, Paintball Gateway. You can pick these up for about $100, and obviously you want to wear the proper protection when you're out there on the field, such as a good paintball mask. If everybody's got a paintball mask and a chronograph, and all the guns are chronoed at 250 feet per second, you get 2 magazines in the box, so you'll get up to, I think each magazine holds like 10 rounds, I think it's like 10 rounds or something like that. So everybody can carry around an extra magazine and then play. Now I will tell you this, if you're going to be out there on the field with the magazine, you know, as thin and as brittle as these paintballs are, you don't really want to leave it in here and inside of your pocket all day long. So, you know, if you're going to load it up, put it in your pocket, definitely hurry up and play really quick and then get back out of here, or the paintballs are going to turn to mush. So that's about it with the Kingman Chaser and Eraser. I like this idea. I like the 43 caliber idea, especially for youngins that are just looking to get into the sport, or maybe, you know, a group of people that maybe own some land or something like that, or maybe even as possible rental guns for maybe some of the smaller fields. Range is not going to be as much as a .68, that goes without saying, but they're pretty fun little pistols. So hopefully that helps. You know, Kingman Chaser, Kingman Eraser. I think these are cute little gadgets, cool little gadgets to have for paintballs. So I definitely had fun shooting mine in the backyard and stuff like that. And as you guys saw, you know, I mean, it didn't really hurt that much to get shot from point blank. So, you know, 15, 20 feet away, no problem at all. Thanks for tuning in.